take 500 because of dogs barking at nothing. You can't see the other two, but they're on the ground in here. They're annoying. I want to do a build video. Ace Flight, by the way. That's what I'm calling this. My name's Austin Cerny. So there's the A and the C of Ace, and the E, Enterprise, is Austin Cerny Enterprises. That's what we're going with, sure. I'm going to do a build video, and I don't have everything yet, so I'm going to do a component rundown, and then once I get the very last component, which is my frame, on its way from China at the moment, I'm going to do a build, but let's break it up, make this a little bit quicker, and show you the components that I'm going to be using, and then the actual building part of it will go a lot faster. So, let's start with the boring stuff over here. Dollar store. I'm going to use this to kind of wrangle all of my wires on my motors and in other places if I need to. It's a nice little tube material, a little bit stretchy. It's more than I will ever need. It's actually Christmas decorations. Got it at the dollar store, so I'm going to use that. I think that'll keep things neat and pretty. Zip ties. You're always going to need zip ties. I'm going to use the blue ones to be all color coordinated and junk. So there's that. Battery strap. I mean, you might need more than one, but this is the one I got when I bought my VTX from Race Day Quads, and they like to send me these whenever I buy something from them, so that's cool. It's one of the really nice ones. It's all rubbery on the inside. Your battery's not going to go anywhere. So there's that. That's the boring stuff. Well, almost all of it. This is the next part of the boring stuff. This is just my XT60. Got lots of wire connected to it. I'll trim it down once I figure out what the heck I'm doing, which honestly, who knows how long it's going to be until I figure out what the heck I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. This is like the 5th time I've recorded this video. Okay, motors. I'm excited about the motors because my first build was a cheapo build, and it cost me like $100 to build the entire thing. These motors cost $85. They are Diatone Edge Racing. They're 2306 2450 kV. So hopefully these will just scream. I'm going to take this down to the park wherever I fly, and hopefully it'll scare all the children out of the park. You know, I just want them. I want them to perform, but you know, bonus if they scare children. And that's where I use that silver material, silver and white, to bind up my little wires here, make everything pretty with a little bit of heat shrink on them, and hopefully that'll make it for a very neat build. Next, this is the star of the show, I think. This is the Racer Star F3 board. It's got a more complicated name I don't remember at the moment, but it's a all-in-one. ESCs, you know, on-screen display, flight controller, PDB. This is the only board that's going to be in my stack. So, really neat stack. I think that's cool. I don't want a giant stack in the middle of my quad. I like things to be neat. This is going to be such a simple build because of this board right here. Highly recommended by quite a few of the YouTube personalities. I haven't used one before, so go check out your favorite YouTube drone person, and I'm sure they will have a review of that if you want to know more, because I don't do technical details. Moving on to my FPV camera. This is the Runcam Swift 2 in black because orange is ugly. Blech. So this is kind of the the hobby, you know, standard right here. I've never had a Runcam before, so I'm hoping that this is really nice. I believe I got the 2.3 lens on it. The field of view is like 150 degrees. I could be wrong. Do not quote me. But moving on, this is my antenna. Look at this little thing. This is the Lumineer Stubby, and this is the stubby version, Lumineer Axi stubby, and this is the very, very tiny version. I think it looks cool. Again, I'm all about that clean build. So this, you ain't gonna have some giant thing with a plastic bobbin hanging off the end, or your antennas sticking out everywhere, or no sleeve dipole antennas. Those things are terrible. So I have high hopes for this. Receivers next. So I used the Turnigy Evolution. I know there's a lot of Taranis guys out there rolling their eyes at me right now, but I don't have that kind of money. That's ridiculous. And I mean, I don't need a switch to turn on my oven while I'm in the park flying my quad. I don't need 40 switches on my transmitter. I just need arm and modes, maybe a buzzer, and that's all. That's what you get with the Evolution. It works. I like it. It's comfortable. You know, I'm sure you could beat someone over the head with it and hurt them, but not as much as you could hurt them with a Taranis. Anyway, so there's my 2 cents on that. Simple enough. And last but not least is my VTX from Race Day Quads. This is the Mach 1. It's switchable from 25 to 200 to 600 milliwatt. Highly recommended by Josh Bardwell. That guy knows what he's talking about. Go check out his stuff. He's a cool dude. It's a VTX, so it's, you know, we'll see what goes, how it goes, but I've heard good things about this one. It's tiny, and it's supposed to be super durable. The manufacturer, Race Day Quads, they have a video where it just sits there for an hour on with no antenna to protect it, and it doesn't burn up. So I'm expecting this to last forever. So those are my parts. Once I get my frame, I'm going to do part 2, and I'm going to blaze through it, and you guys will see how just how inadequate I am at soldering. And hopefully that it'll be a cool build, and I'll have something to show for it, and then maybe a part 3 where I crash the crap out of it, if the weather ever improves. Anyway, sweet. I hope you enjoy it. If you have any comments or questions, put them below. Who knows if I'll answer them or not. There's all like one of you right now who are subscribed to my channel. Looking at you, Brandon. So anyway, just have fun with this quad thing, man. It's a fun hobby, and I will try to keep you updated once I get that frame. Bye-bye.